Let's take a look at Northern Breeze, hole one. We'll start by noting that there is a drop zone. You can see it in the top left corner of your screen. It's located just under this archway here, and any shot off the tee or your third, fourth shot, whatever, doesn't matter. If you hit move to lie, it takes you to the drop zone. And there's a lot of OB to be found on this hole, including OB long that doesn't even show up. There's no line. If you look at the top left again, you'll notice there's no OB lines. And like in Northern Lights, you can play anywhere on the map. But here, if I go past the tee pad for hole two here, there's hole two. If I go past that, I'm going to get called OB. And I'm going to hit move to lie, take me to the drop zone, which is, pretty fair drop zone, I think, 116 feet. It plays somewhere about 110 of my experience here. But it's not overly punishing. You can say par. So let's take a look at the island green, and to do that, I'm going to get up on the arch here. Alright, we're up on top of the arch now. We can get a better look at the island green. As you can see, there are two patches of ice, one here, one on the back side of the basket, that kind of touch the island, but not really. There's some little gaps between the ice and the island, and your disc will definitely drop down into those and go OB. And any drive that goes over on this right side is going to slide right down to OB water. Any drive over here is going to go probably OB, slide down. There's a little patch of land right here using the bottom chevron that you can land in safely most of the time if that's what you want to try to do. But it's about 90 feet away, 80 to 90 feet away from the basket, so not really ideal. So with that look in mind, let's go back to the tee. All right, back on the tee pad. Let's start out by taking a look at the Ace Run. If you have it in your bag, the Accurate Extra Glide Warship works really well. Top chevron on these two little rocks. Just a little bit more than a disc worth of hyzer. That's looking pretty good. And that's how you want to start your 3-star run. Wouldn't recommend it during multiplayer though, kind of risky. But let's look at some other options. Alright, beyond the ace, I think there's a couple options. You can go under the arch, or you can go over top of it, although I'm not a big fan of the over top play. The reason being, there's just so much opportunity to find OB when you go over top. You can go long, you can go to the sides, you can hit something and skip OB. But anyway, I'll show you the line. If you have something like the Warship or the Pure, I'm going to use the Warship. Just scooch over top of the arch a little bit. You want to try to keep it kind of high so it drops down straight and hopefully plants in the middle of the island. But again, there's a lot that can go wrong with that shot, so not a big fan. Alright, the other option of course is to play underneath the arch or through the arch. A couple of discs that work well for that. The Accurate Extra Glide Pure, or if you have it, I think works even better, the Accurate Sticky Harp. But since not everybody bags the Harp, we'll look at the Glide first, Glide Pure. And in my opinion, what you want to really try to do is get as close to the island as possible, if not on the island, because if you skate across this ice too much, you're likely to drop into one of the gaps that I pointed out from the bird's eye view, or you can catch something on the ice and slip into the OB water. So it's best to get to the island if possible and then stick the landing. So again, with the Accurate Extra Glide Pure here, we're going to aim between these two branches with the top chevron, a little more than a half a disc worth of hyzer, and hopefully make it all the way to the island and stop. So that's pretty good. Also, as I mentioned earlier, if you have the Accurate Sticky Harp in your bag, it's got a little extra distance and a little more fade. It tends to keep it on the safer side of this approach. Same aim point though, and with the harp we can come straight back and should get cleanly to the island, and with the sticky you're going to stick the landing for the easy birdie. So that is the look at Northern Breeze Hole 1. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something, and as always, we'll see you around the valley.